but like when it came to the story and the writing, that shit was all over the place for me. I was just like, I can't tell you 100% the full recap. You know what I mean? I could break down some pieces, but it was a lot going on in this movie for
It's
me.
a, it's a lot of shit, and you gotta. This is like a. I don't like calling people nerds, but it's like the people that are dedicated to shit like this
Yeah,
get a lot from this. If you can't go in with a mindset of I'm just here to watch a movie,
yeah.
which is crazy because even with the animation and excitement, I'm not gonna lie, I dozed off maybe 4 times watching this shit. I just wasn't. My kids on the side of me hyped, juiced.
Yeah, for
The other
sure.
kids in the theaters going crazy, screaming, "Oh man! Oh shit!" The girl jumped out the robot Spider Man. They like, "Oh, they got her in
Mhm.
here." I don't. Hey man,
They were having a
I
ball,
don't know.
clapping. They knew all the names. I'm just like, man, I'm the old head. Like
Yeah,
that's what that wasn't who. Oh yeah, I'm thinking. I just told you just now. I was like, I'm thinking about the voice actors behind the characters. I'm like, oh shit, that's Issa. That's your
it
meatball.
was.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Um, Disclaimer. Like I said, every fucking episode, we don't care if we liked it or not. We still watch your shit, and congratulations to you. We support you, and shout outs to you, nigga, because you made it. We don't know you. We watching this. Your movie. Anybody around the world can watch your shit. You made it, my nigga. You famous. You good.
And just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So sorry.
Click and turn it off. Hello,
Yeah,
everybody.
I forgot. I gotta wait for you.
I get that little alert. I gotta delete that
Yeah,
shit. Hello,
yeah,
everyone. We're back with another one.
yeah. We here, and this is our first animated review.
Right. Wish we could have been around to review Baby Kids back in the day.
I
Would have
mean,
had more to talk about.
hey, real shit. That's a classic, man. I was talking to um I was talking to my wife just about stuff that because I haven't seen like we were talking about Pulp Fiction. This don't got nothing to do with this, and it's like I didn't
Mhm.
see that movie again after I was younger, so I never. She was like, "Man, that's a classic or whatever," and I'm sure it is. Like I know a hell of people that like
Mhm.
Pulp Fiction, but
It definitely is.
but it didn't stick with me when I was younger. So it's like I don't go back to it like I would go back to like the movies like The Boys in the Hoods and the Miss. I saw those when I was younger and liked them, and they stayed with me.
Yeah.
So it's like I know I gotta
Yeah.
watch Pulp Fiction as an adult.
Right, because Pulp Fiction, storyline wise, jumped all over the place. So it's as a
Hmm.
kid, you ain't gonna understand. You know what the hell going on. But
Yeah,
Pulp Fiction is one of those classics that you can watch at any time.
yeah.
Love that movie.
I think I'm gonna throw that on sometime this week just to check it out as an adult. 'Cause I never went back to it.
God damn, this whole time?
Yeah, it's been a minute because it never stuck with me. It's like I like Jackie Brown, I liked
Yeah.
Django, you know what I mean? But like I think when Pulp Fiction came out, I never went back. I've seen it and I've probably seen it
Mm,
as an adult in pieces, but I never just sat down
yeah.
and was like, let me watch this again from jump. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that's that shit.
Yeah.
I'd recommend doing that. But we are here to talk about Spider-Man. What is I
Spider-Man
don't
across the Spider-Verse.
thank you because I was going to fuck that title up, but it's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, the animated Black Spider-Man. Why Spider-Man had to be animated, I don't know, but the animation is dope as fuck on it. Like it's clean as fuck. Like it's funny that animation style is weird until
Mhm.
you watch a movie in it,
Yeah.
and then it's so good that I don't know. Oh, you didn't see the previews, so they got a Ninja Turtles coming out with that same animation.
I seen that in another movie that I saw. I watched another kid movie and I saw the Ninja Turtles one. So yeah, I seen it.
Oh yeah, because you went to see Little Mermaid by yourself, but
Mhm.
the animation for this one is the same animation they're using for Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's going. It looked like it was going to be cool, but at the same time, I was like, I'm an old nigga. I was like, man, bring back the first one. Bring back that
First
first
Ninja
style.
Turtle.
The first style. You know what I mean? It's like that's what I want. That's what I want to see. Like the cartoon, I'm probably gonna see it because my son might want to see it, but I was just like, I like the animation look good, but I just don't know if I because like we
That shit
grew up
look clean, man.
we no the animation is dope, but we grew up seeing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoons already. You know what I mean? So it's not like the
Yeah.
first time they ever did something like that. It was just like I get the animation part, but I'm like it still made me think like I don't have to see that on the first day. But come on, I'll watch it.
First day, not necessarily. Like, I ain't rushing to the theaters to see it, but I do want to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely like the excitement ain't there. Like when Mario Brothers came out, I'm like, hell yeah, I want to see that. It's not the same. It's not the same. Like you said, we are used to the first Ninja Turtles. Don't nothing top that.
Yeah. This I'm gonna keep it real. Like I'm a Spider-Man fan when it comes to the movies, and it's like my son is really into Miles Morales. You know what I mean? Like I bought him the book. He loves it. You know what I mean? The whole thing. So it's like I've been calling this Spider-Verse the whole time. Like I didn't know it was Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse or inside the Spider-Verse. I'm just like, yeah, we want to see Spider-Verse.
And that's literally what I was gonna call it. That's why I stopped talking. It was like, what's the name of it? Because I was about to say Spider-Man, Spider-Verse.
Yeah,
that's what I've known it as since it came out.
Exactly. I didn't think they was calling him Spider-Man, but I mean, looking at this, it's just like all of them are Spider-Man technically. You know what I mean? Like there's no
Spider-Mans.
Right. Pretty much. You know what I mean? One thing I did enjoy was knowing that like a few of the black actors, the voice actors that, you can kind of tell their voice. Like when I heard Issa Rae's voice, when I heard the guy from London, the guy that was in Get Out, when I heard his voice, he played in Black Panther too. What's the dude's name?
You're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about?
Okay. With the big ass eyes. I don't know his name, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope to kind of point that out. And dude from Wu-Tang playing Spider-Man. So I was like that. It's funny. I didn't know that from the first one.
That nigga said dude from Wu-Tang. That nigga is from Dope.
Raekwon. That's Raekwon for me. He played the hell out of Raekwon. I ain't gonna front. But
he played the hell out of everything he played. He was in Dope. He was in fucking The Get Down. He do his thing. When he get a role, he plays the shit out of it.
I felt like we missed all of the good black things that when we came out with the podcast, like maybe a few years too late. You know what I mean? That's my fault because you put it out there.
Yeah, that's your. I was about to say, take the blame for that, my nigga. Y'all, I tried to do this. I tried to start this like 2 years ago. This nigga said, this nigga laughed me off.
I had other things going on. I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't have been this dedicated. And you would have been like, damn, this nigga Brian he can't record. But yeah, like it was a lot of like I'm thinking about we missed Insecure, we missed Dope, we missed The Get Down, all of them things we didn't get to review because we didn't do it earlier. But it's all good. I know we got more coming.
We missed the beginning of Power. We missed with fucking Lovecraft Country. We missed it was like a spark for black shit. Yeah. And that it's like dimming out now, but it was a spark at that time.
Yeah, because they were just throwing them out. Everybody was trying to compete with Power. You know what I mean? Like I remember when Empire and Power was like kind of clashing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the first 2 seasons of Empire was that shit for a minute.
Yeah. When I was watching that shit, I was like, it was a Hustle and Flow sequel. But
yeah, that's exactly what it was. He got out of jail, started a family.
That would have been dope. If they would have really made it look like that, like he got out and that's what happened, but it is what it is. Spider-Verse. So we talk about everything else but Spider-Verse. You know why? You know what I mean? We came on here like, man, it was very like the animation, you know what I mean? Like it kept you, I guess, locked in, you know what I mean? Just because you were checking that out. But like when it came to the story and the writing, that shit was all over the place for me. I was just like, I can't tell you 100% the full recap. You know what I mean? I could break down some pieces, but it was a lot going on in this movie.
It's a lot of shit, and you gotta. This is like I don't like calling people nerds, but it's like the people that are dedicated to shit like this get a lot from this. If you can't go in with a mindset of I'm just here to watch a movie.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because even with the animation and excitement, I'm not gonna lie, I dozed off maybe 4 times watching this shit. I just wasn't. My kids on the side of me hyped, juiced.
Yeah,
the other kids in the theaters going crazy, screaming, "Oh man, oh shit!" The girl jumped out the robot Spider-Man. They like, "Oh, they got her in here." I don't. Hey man,
They were having a
I
ball,
don't know.
clapping. They knew all the names. I'm just like, man, I'm the old head. Like
Yeah.
that's what that wasn't who. Oh yeah, I'm thinking. I just told you just now. I was like, I'm thinking about the voice actors behind the characters. I'm like, oh shit, that's Issa. That should need
It
more.
was. I, I did like there were some funny scenes. There was some. The action, of course, is incredible. The animation was incredible.
Hmm.
Like you said, voice recognition. Like I don't even think the kids cared about that. We more so care about shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, oh snap, that's Issa Rae. They just like, oh, she's a new pregnant Spider-Man with an afro. Like they happy about the universe. We don't know shit about it. So it's like I don't hold no judgment, and I'm not gonna say it was a bad movie. It's for kids. I found myself getting upset that I didn't know it was 2.5 hours until halfway through it.
Yeah, I saw when I saw. I'm so stupid. I looked at the thing. It said like it was like 150 minutes. I was like 60. 60. I'm like 60 and 60 is 120. That's 2 hours. Well, how long is this fucking movie, man? I was like, this shit crazy. I was like, nigga, most of the movies I want to see, most of the movies that I want to see is that long are like biopics. You know what I mean? Like
I
something that
no
you got to
not.
break down. I want to see you break down somebody's story for sure. But like, nigga, 2 hours and some
You know what's
change.
funny? While I'm talking that shit, there was a movie a couple years ago, 4 hours long. Martin Scorsese, I think. It was the mob movie he put on Netflix, I think. The Irishman. That shit was
What,
like
4 hours?
4 hours long.
Oh damn.
I, I I watched it 3 times.
Oh shit. I never seen it.
It's a great movie, but like I said, those type of movies are made for certain people. Like a kid ain't gonna do that. You remember my mom used to always watch the when they had the Godfather marathon.
Hmm.
She would watch that shit when I was little. I'd be like, man, I'd be mad as fuck. Like, can't go in the living room and watch TV because she want to watch this long, boring ass movie. But then when I got grown, it's like I'm doing that shit now. I can sit through that,
Yeah,
not falling asleep. I'm into it.
yeah, Godfather's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so I can't I can't pass no judgments on kids who can do that. Like sit through all this long ass movie. It's like they into it. The story got them locked. Like for us, maybe maybe our mind is not fast enough to keep up. Maybe that's what it is. Like, it's
Mhm.
so much shit going on. It's a storyline everywhere. And then
Yeah.
you gotta, when you see this person, you gotta think back to everything that happened in the other movie with them. That's why you know who they are, and that's why they're important for this. And they got
Yeah.
these fucking watches that they put on and do this. It's like if you don't know all of that, you kind of just like, what the fuck going on?
We got to think of this generation's attention span too. It's like
Mhm.
every like that. That's all they're into is on the phone. Like TikTok. You swipe, you see one story, you see another story, see another story. You just keep on going. You know what I mean? Like everything is.
Right.
It started with Vine, 7 seconds. You know what I mean? That's all I need
Hmm.
in a story. And with this is like every couple of minutes or whatever the case, it was something else going on. A lot of movement, a
Hmm.
lot of a lot of action scenes, a lot of characters. I hate a
Hmm.
lot of characters. I like to know everybody and to feel like I got a connection with each and every character versus like Miguel Spider-Man, what the Indian Spider-Man, what is that? The pregnant Spider-Man, like that's a lot going on. And I enjoyed I mean, it's funny. I enjoyed most of the parts with Miles and his family when they wasn't doing all of that. You know what I mean? Like if it was
Yeah, you the regular,
the
the
regular
regular
shit, you know what
shit.
I mean? When he was talking to his dad, when him and his mom was having that conversation or whatever, you know what I mean? And like when he met up with his uncle in the other Spider Verse, like all of that felt familiar for me. You know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, like I'm digging. Even the Spot character, you know what I mean? Like when they first started, and the Spot character, he was trying to be more powerful. He wanted Spider-Man to be his nemesis. I mean, he wanted to be
Yeah.
Spider-Man's nemesis so bad, you know what I mean? I felt that story. But then when it started going
Mhm.
like Spider-Verse, like through this portal, and he's trying to escape this portal. They said, no, you can't go. And then another Spider-Man come, he got a baby on his. It's just like I was just like, what happened? What I missed? I felt like I went across the whole fucking Spider-Verse. So I guess that's how they want you to feel. That's how they want the viewer, which are younger people and comic
Yeah.
people, you know what I mean? They want them to feel that. So they did a good job.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like you could tell. This is one of the movies you could tell they're doing great by the energy around you.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm falling asleep, but my son is out his seat the whole time, pointing at shit like, "What the? Oh man, that's so and so," and then you hear different reactions and different shit going on, and you feel like the outsider because you don't know what the fuck's going on. But it's
Yeah.
a great movie for that because they got the kids' attention. Like they got them on a whole. It's a lot of kids that consider him the best Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's crazy. You know what I would like to see? When I say that's crazy, I mean it's just like how our kids are just like, they're so sucked into all of these like characters, you know what I mean? Like all the Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
like the whole universe. Like they see the connections, not just this movie,
Mm-hmm.
but like just in the Marvel world, period. It's just like, oh, that's so and so from here. And he's in here because of this, that, and the other. I'd be like, why are these
You
ending
know what's
why are these ending scenes contain like these people? Like, why is Captain America in this movie? It ain't got shit to do with him. And they'll be like, oh, it's this because of that. I'm like, damn, like y'all got this shit on lock. Like
you know
y'all
what's
really in it.
funny? You know what's funny? And the way you're talking about it, I feel like because we're not into the comic book shit.
Mhm.
But if they were to do this shit with hood movies,
Oh man, what?
because okay, so it's like funny thing when you watch Boys in the Hood, right? And then you go
Mhm.
watch Poetic Justice.
Mhm.
If shit happening in Poetic Justice, we be connecting the Boys in the Hood.
Right. Yeah.
Like when Chicago punched her, she was like, "I'm gonna get Dookie and Monster to shoot
Yeah.
your punk ass." We know who that is.
Exactly.
We like
Exactly. That whole
we
universe makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know why they never did that with us. Like why we don't got a hood movie universe? You know who does have that though? I think
Mm.
Tubi with the Detroit niggas.
Oh man, that's too much to
They,
keep up with too. It's the same girl. I'm just like, yo, she looked too familiar. They might as well keep her same name. I like they
it's
all
the
just come in.
same.
Same
It's the
people.
same 17 people, and then Biggie will jump in every now and then.
That nigga's on every
But then he be
movie.
doing his own movies.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that would be dope though. The hood thing, like, cause even with like Eileen's cousin, you know what I mean? Like that type of dude,
Mm-hmm.
like he in everything, and he could have technically been in all of those movies. You know what I mean? Like he got jumped
Yeah.
into society. You know what I mean? He became low key a rapist, nigga. But he got
Yes.
married, and he did that to everything. You know what I mean? And then he went to set it off. He became like it. Then he got murdered. You know what I mean? That whole thing. I think I had a whole story. He went down a spiral because of Eileen. That nigga went down a spiral, bro.
It all started from Eileen.
Yeah, for real.
That's crazy. And it is, and we can connect Sharif because Sharif was the nigga that took Ricky Ball, and then I
Mhm.
guess he got locked up. Then he like changed himself. Now he preaching the game like he part of the universe too.
Yeah, yeah. All of them niggas, man, it's like that. That's a dope connection, though. I really wish that they would have kind of, how you were just talking about like the Detroit movies. Like I really wish we had more LA movies because it's really like a good 5 to 6 that we hold on to. You know what I mean? Like strong, and it's like
Yeah, I
they
wish we had more Bay Area movies.
that too. I feel like somebody needs to do it. I
I
feel
ain't
like
wishing for
you might
no
be the
LA
one.
movies.
You might be the one,
Y'all
bro.
got enough. Y'all got enough LA movies, nigga.
They your favorite. What you want me to say? What you want me to say, man? I feel like there is a story. There is plenty of stories in the Bay that I don't know why ain't nobody pushing that story. Maybe we just ain't seen it yet. Like maybe it's like a lower budget film, but there are plenty of stories out there that need to be told. Like all the different connections, and because I don't know nothing about the difference between a North Oakland or East Oakland, but I'm sure there's some type of rivalry in there that somebody needs to know about, like the Vallejos and the Richmonds. Like there's something there that ain't nobody talking about.
that the problem is LA is the center of what fame is, and it's been that since forever. So
Mhm.
it was like everybody moves to LA to get famous, and then Snoop and them made gangbanging famous. So
Yeah.
now it's being promoted as the worst place on the world. It's like the worst place is LA. So when we do these LA stories, let's glorify, not glorify, but let's show what's happening in the hood shit, and it's going to automatically get attention because
Mhm.
the word has already been spread about how hood it is.
Yeah. I don't get it.
Like you can't even when niggas talk about the Bay Area, it's not really in a mainstream light. It's always like So, oh yeah, and it'd be like, nigga, they set the way for this. These rappers set the way for this. Oh yeah, and there's E40 who did good. Nah, he a real one. You get what I'm saying? Oh, and,
Yeah.
Too Short used to spit that pimp shit. Yeah, he a real one. It's never like the mainstream light. It'd be like UGK. Oh, nigga, Pimp C was the coldest nigga ever. Oh yeah, Too Short did rap about some pimp shit. I forgot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's never that mainstream. So it's like they got some great fucking Bay Area movies that nobody talks about. Like, have you ever seen the Rose? What's her name? Broken Rose, or some shit like that. I think it's called like Broken Rose.
Who's got
It's
in
like
it?
a pimp movie. It's deep as fuck.
It's low budget though, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I probably never seen. I've seen a lot of low budget films. I'm surprised you didn't send it to me if it was, because like I'd probably watch it, but I never heard of it.
Yeah, I can send it to you. It's that one, and it's another one. It's two. It's two that I can think of right now. That's like could be me and you would love them, and the world would love them if they got that attention. But it's hard to get that attention when you're in the Bay Area.
Yeah, that one movie that's on
The most
Netflix,
attention we got
you
was
didn't
Hammer.
like it
Nigga.
though.
Which one?
That one movie that was on Netflix, you didn't like it though. The Day in the
I didn't
Life or
like
something?
it. I didn't like it because that did not portray Bay Area niggas. Like, you can't. That's what bothers me, and that's what bothers me too when I talk about blind spotting.
No.
It's like, why can't you just get some? They got niggas that are dancing. Both of the lead dancers are not from the Bay Area. Why can't you just get some niggas from the Bay Area be the dancers? It literally don't make sense. They ain't saying no lines. Why is these niggas on? And it's like, no disrespect to them, but goddamn, like they're not saying anything. Get some niggas from the Bay Area if you want to capture what the Bay Area dances are. Why are you getting other niggas? It just don't make sense.
I think it's up to you, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Hey, if I can find a sponsor, I got some books I can make movies. If I can find a sponsor, I'll do that shit right now.
I'm telling you, man. Start putting them things out. Send it to yeah, I feel like I don't know if this is a thing anymore, but like sending it to like certain, movie companies, sending scripts. I mean, I know you gotta have your shit probably locked in, like as far as your copyright, so you won't get jacked, but I feel like
you gotta have all of that. You gotta have a lawyer. You gotta have an agent. You gotta know somebody inside. It's so many motherfucking politics. We can't do it ourselves. I'm just about to. You know what? I'm about to jump into the Spider-Verse because that's the movie we talking about. I'm gonna jump into the Spider-Verse and hack and steal some money, nigga, to get the funds to make a fucking movie.
The one thing about Spider-Verse too is just since we're going back to that, is we definitely got off of it. I'd be very interested to see the behind the scenes of this shit, like, because it's not like it's not
the making,
like the making. I said behind the scenes, like they acting it, but like the straight up, like, okay, like how did you create this type of art to fit in with that type of art? Like it all meshed very well, but it was different styles of art all throughout. Like it was like kind of the CGI looking art, the line drawing art, you know what I mean? Like it looked like paint art, like all of that in one. I feel like that would be dope to see how that, because it's like we all know what cartoons are like, pretty much drawn frame by frame. So it's like it's one cartoon going like this, you draw a whole nother one going like this, and that's just like one motion, right? You know what I mean? So how do you do it like that? I'm sure a lot of it is digital now, but I would like to see how they put all of that together. That'd be interesting.
Also, watching it, a lot of the like they be detailed. Well, back in the day with the cartoons, they be detailed in the acting to where the voice sounds like what's going on. There was like a lot of fighting scenes where they're talking normal, which I was tripping on. I'm like, am I just being nitpicky? But it was like I noticed it. Like you doing flips and shit, you ain't out of breath or nothing. You just talking normal. I'm like, I don't.
Nope.
That's not how they do that, or how they used to do that.
Yeah.
that kind of I don't know. That's nitpicky, I guess. I don't know.
I get
it wasn't made for me, man.
Yeah. I don't really have too much to say about it other than like I take your kids to it. It's definitely a family type movie. I feel like, most adults would enjoy it. I enjoyed it. It was just a lot for me. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a long movie and it was so much going on where I'm like, damn, I wish I understood more. I wish I was more connected to like the universe. to where I can be like, oh shit, that's what's his name, or that's what's his name. Like I wasn't as excited as everybody in the audience, and I'm, in the way it looked, it was like, yo, this is phenomenal. You know what I mean? This is great. This is an epic. This is an epic scene. I'm like, what's epic about it? You know what I mean? But it was.
We didn't leave. We didn't leave with the conversation the kids left with. Like they walk into the car. Like, yeah, and then I can't wait for so and so to pop up, and we kind of like, I don't.
Yeah. So,
who?
Yeah.
So it wasn't bad. It's a good movie. It's a good movie to watch in theaters. I'd even say that.
Yeah,
but
sure.
The storyline, I got the ending. I can understand the ending, but I couldn't connect nothing else to it. So it's a story there for who's paying attention to it.
Yeah, like from what I broke down, it was about Spider-Man and the woman. What was her name? Spider-Woman. I guess that was her name. Spider-Woman. I'm gonna call
was that her name? It might have been Spider-Woman.
Yeah, possibly. And them pretty much is another universe full of both, like a bunch of Spider-Man. Spider-Man wasn't really supposed to be bitten, like he wasn't a part of like the real Spider-Man. It was just like a lot. I can't even really break it down because I'm confusing myself. Like I just knew it was something he wasn't supposed to be in, and then at the end, like he met himself. It was a lot. it was
correct. Okay, so no, I think I can sum it up. Lil, watch me try to do this.
All
so right. They weren't all in one universe. They all went into like the in between, some kind of in between where every Spider-Man was there for a meeting.
Yeah.
And then it came down to, like you said, when they kept saying, because they kept saying throughout the movie, like, he's not supposed to be here. He's not supposed to be here. They're talking about Miles Morales.
Right.
Then we find out the Spot dude had made the spider that bit Miles Morales and accidentally sent him to Miles Morales' Earth, his Earth, where he got bit by and became the Spider-Man for his Earth.
Right.
And then it was like, now that you are, it's like, you're not supposed to be here, but now that you are, you gotta follow the story that we all been following. Every story, a dad dies. And your dad has to die for the story to stay going or stay connected, something like that.
Right.
So it's like they kind of like, nigga, you got to stay here so your daddy can die. And he's like, I'm going home to save my dad. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then so his escape, he thinks he's at home, but he's in the Earth that the spider was sent from. So on that Earth, there is no Spider-Man.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as Spider-Man on that Earth. That's why when he's talking to his mom, that's why he's talking to his mom, and she kind of like, what are you talking about? Who the hell is Spider-Man?
Yeah.
And then his uncle stroll in. I'm like, is his uncle with his mom? But he wasn't. It was just that. Did you get that energy though? Like they was together.
At first I was like, oh, did he cheat on your? Did she cheat on
it was
with your uncle? I was like, what's going on? Which y'all got me watching, man.
So we find out his uncle is still the same type of nigga, like a shiesty dude, underground dude.
Yeah.
But Miles Morales in that world, his dad is dead, so he just went to the bad. He basically, his dad was his leader, but since his dad's dead, he's following his uncle to the point of like, I'm just as bad as my uncle was on the other Earth.
Yeah.
So that's where he runs into the bad version of himself because there's no Spider-Man there.
Right. That nigga I thought he got fired on by his uncle at first, but his uncle just hit the bag. I was like, damn, nigga punched a nigga in the face? Like, what's going on?
Hey, didn't it look like
it? Yeah, I was like, nigga shadowed his whole face. Yeah, so you saying that made me like, okay, like, yeah, I remember all of that. Like, but it's so much. It makes me feel like an old nigga because remember when we would watch shit growing up and our parents wouldn't know what we had going on. Like, what the hell y'all watching?
Yeah.
What's this crazy shit y'all got going on? They didn't want to like get everything, Now I'm just like, what's all of this crazy shit going on? You know what I mean? My son's just like, Dad, you didn't catch that? I'm like, I was like, man,
I got too much pride. I'd have looked at him like, yeah, I caught that. Yeah, I saw exactly what happened. You ain't gonna one up me. I know everything that happened.
How about you do your homework when you get home? How about that shit? You don't know that. I know this.
Tell me what 7 times 6. Did you want to be a smart ass? Did you catch that? Yeah. Tell me the answer.
Carry your ass to bed. But
overall, it is a good movie. It's just I think what's confusing for us is the fanfare. It's when people pop in the screen. You know, like remember the sitcoms when they had a celebrity walk in and the studio audience start clapping, and we like, oh shit, that's so and so.
Yeah, right.
That's what they did in this movie, to where it's like, oh, is that Spider-Man? Like they get excited, but we don't know who the fuck that is.
Right. So they even had Lego Spider-Man in there. Everybody like, oh my god,
yeah,
Spider-Man. I'm like, yeah, all right. Oh man, great for the kids,
great for the kids,
and the adults that love art and can appreciate, you know, a movie that is very detailed and it's put together quite nicely. I think you'll enjoy that.
It's some adults that got the story we talking about. We don't understand. It's some adults out there that get that shit.
Oh yeah, because
it's some ultimate fans.
I don't think that Marvel really is for kids. I think it's for a certain type of person that is just a comic book person, period. Because I think kids that might have jumped on it as like a fad thing. Because it's like, nigga, if you go to like the Comic Cons and all of that, it is grown men in there that take that shit very seriously. You know what I mean? Like they
and will fire on your ass.
Exactly. Like,
anything about anybody.
What? DC is better than who? Nigga, this is Crip. Niggas are wrong. So it's like, yeah, man. You would think it's for the kids, but I mean, shit, if you like Marvel, if you love Spider-Man, if you just enjoy shit, good art, I feel like you're gonna fuck with this.
Man.
It's gonna be hard for me to even rate this because I think it's dope. I'm gonna rate it without the acting part. But
I think it's like you said. I think it's this is one we got to rate on the curve. It's when we got to rate and take ourselves out of. I guess.
Right. I'm gonna rate this for my son.
I ain't gonna do that because it is right across the board. Then I'm a goddamn lie.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
it technically is.
Yeah. Technically, it is. I'm talking shit.
We can't give it acting because there's no real actors in this. So, would you want to let's switch the acting for the visuals?
That's production.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like. Okay, I guess it would be. Well, it's hard to even do production. Well, yeah, I guess whatever. When I say that, like when I think of production, I think of like real life. When I think of like detail and visuals, it's like the animation. But I guess we can call that production too. Might as well be.
I mean, the production is what the product they produce. It's all of that. It's the set design. It's all of that shit. It's separate from the acting.
Yeah, you're right. So just 3. We rating 3.
We're gonna rate all 4, man. Fuck it.
All right, shit. Fuck it.
We're gonna rate it on the curve.
I say. I'm trying to do it. Hold on. Right.
What the fuck is you doing?
I was trying to build myself up. Right. Right. I should have did it 3 and then 1 like you told me to.
I don't know why you did it like that. I mean, why you
I was thinking of what I wanted to be because I was like, to me, the story was.
Hey man, hey,
okay, I'm sorry. You do yours. Go ahead. My bad.
God damn.
Hello. Oh shit.
I give it a right. On the curve.
I was about to say that's 4. I thought you were about to do another one.
So I ain't watching it again though.
I can see myself watching it again because I'm curious on certain parts. So I'm going back for myself to see the 3rd one when that come out.
I have no choice but to go see the 3rd one.
But
I'm not watching. I'm not going home and watching these when they drop.
Understood. I think I'd give the story a right, and I'm like that. That's probably more me than me grading it on a curve. Only because I felt like it was a lot going on in the story, and I felt like they could have stuck to maybe a more simpler story, but that's just for me. You know what I mean? Like everybody else be like, nigga, what? Nigga, the story was it went together. To me, I feel like they could have broke this bitch in 2 movies, but that's just me. But
So the reason why I gave it the exclamation right, like I said, as far as being connected to the story, no. But I get the story. I understand the story. I understand it's like the growth in kids and because they deal with a lot of that, like kids making choices and stepping on toes of parents who think they know, like the parents that think they know everything about life, and the kid that wants to learn everything on their own. So you see that's what they're dealing with. Both are like pretty much the I don't want to keep calling her the white Spider-Man. I don't know what her name is, Spider-Woman. That's what she's dealing with, and that's what Miles Morales is dealing with. It's like that separation from the parent, like letting me grow up and still finding a way to love me for making my own choices. So I get the base of the story.
Little nigga,
it's just when they jump into the multiple Spider-Mans, and then when they be like Earth number 1967, like I feel like that's
what I'm
reason.
talking about more than the story. The story you was talking about, cool, love it. You know what I mean? I feel like they could have stuck to that and still had a story that had the Spot guy in it, but all of the extra Earths and all the extra Spider-Mans and them trying to like that was a lot going on for me, my opinion. You know what I mean? I felt like that could have been broken up a little bit better, just in my opinion. Anybody else would have probably been like, yo, it made total sense. So
right. It makes sense to those who are connected to it.
Right.
We're not connected to that world. We ain't losing our mind when we hear this new Spider-Man is dropping.
Yeah. But anyway, I say you go see that shit though.
I still say go see it, man. Yeah. It's still a cool movie. I fall asleep on a lot of movies.
Yeah. I fell asleep on Little Mermaid.
Yeah. I didn't go see it.
Well,
me falling asleep is not a dictation of how bad or good a movie is. Sometimes it just be comfortable in that theater, nigga. It be dark.
Sometimes them nachos just hitting different.
I don't eat the nachos.
What you eat?
I be eating the popcorn and drinking a Coke Zero.
Not the Zero.
Zero, everything.
All right, man. Shit. That's Black on Black Prime today. We hope that you go see it. We hope that you check out other stuff and subscribe.
And let us know what y'all think. If you guys I want to know if the people that are watching us are those Ultimate Marvel fans. It's like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about, nigga. When the motherfucking pregnant Spider-Man came in, she was pregnant by Batman.
What?
Or pregnant by Black Panther. Some shit. You know what I mean? Like, you break it down for us. It got to be a reason she was pregnant.
Yeah, it's somebody going to be on there because, I mean, I feel like there are people that may not connect to the other movies that we review and they don't comment, but they might come out on this one. We're just like, hold on, nigga.
Yeah.
You don't know shit about that shit. You know what I mean? You don't know nothing about that shit. You know, so I'm waiting on them comments. So if
we not, wait for those, don't get disrespectful, but we waiting on those. Talk your shit.
Yeah, we'll block you. It be like that.
I'll get at you first. I'll block you, then get at you in the video so everybody can see it.
Yeah. Anyway, we out.
Peace.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.